We're visiting the Yeshiva High School in Shaalavim to meet the participants of the Naale program.
Naale is a program for 10th through 12th graders coming from mainly English-speaking countries to learn in Israel, to learn Hebrew, and then to finish their high school diploma in Hebrew in Israel. We also have students from other countries around the world: Italy, Brazil, Mexico, Colombia, France, Belgium, Germany, Switzerland.
I was here on a program in the summer, and I really just got inspired by being in Israel. You know, being a Jew, being in a place where I feel like home. So I decided, really quick decision. 2 weeks before, I decided to jump into this, to come here.
One of the big parts for the Naale program is for kids to get to come to the army, to make aliyah, to live in Israel and have a home here. And for me right now, I'm thinking about it, but I feel like I wanted the army. I'm liking it a lot here.
I was planning in the future to come here and study in university, go to the army, make aliyah. I always had this dream that if there was this chance that you could learn and do high school in Israel before university, I just thought that it's impossible, that just can't be, it's too good to be true. And I did some research. I went to the Israeli Center in South Africa, or whatever it's called, and I did some research. They advised me, they said, well, there's this program in Israel called Naale, and you can actually do high school in Israel even before making aliyah.
The main goal is to bring Jews to Israel. It's people that have the chance of having their future in Israel, for them, for their families. Bringing them here, that's one goal. Another goal is strengthening the connection to Israel. Even those who don't decide to make aliyah, they'll have a stronger connection. They'll have lived here for a year, 2 or 3 years, and they'll have really a stronger connection to the land of Israel, which will definitely help them wherever they're going as Jews, wherever they're going back home.
I think as a Jew in the United States, and I wanted to come to Israel, I think it's responsibility as our Jews to make aliyah. My family in the long run would like to make aliyah, but it's easier said than done. So Naale, I would say, is one of the best programs to help us out as teenagers to get the process going and make it easier for us once we're 18 to make aliyah.
I came here in Naale last year for grade 10, and then in the beginning of this year, at the end of the summer, my parents made aliyah with me to Beit Shemesh with the rest of my family.
Was your coming here, your participating in this program, part of the process?
Yeah, I think it definitely was. Once they came here, they felt like they already started a family here. They're already starting to live here.
So how do you balance between the will to integrate the students and, on the other side, the cultural and language barriers?
It's a fine line, because at first they have to come together as a group. There are boys coming in from all over the world, from all types of backgrounds and all types of communities and traditions, and they all come here to Shaalavim. They get together as a group. We start in the first year, we keep them together as a group, more of an isolated group, and then the second and third year they're more immersed into the Israeli classes and the math. They do majors together in Hebrew.
It was hard to come in by myself in the beginning. My Hebrew wasn't great, day school in Canada. But right when I came, I went into an Israeli class, and being immersed in the Hebrew language really helped me learn.
Obviously, throughout the years, they have Shabbatot together, and we do go on trips together, and we have social activities that we do together. There are Israeli students that invite the Naale boys over for Shabbat or for Chag, and that also helps the connection strengthen.
Tell us about your friends back home. You didn't come here with all your friends, I guess.
No, unfortunately, not many of them were able to make it, but I met a lot of people here, and I try to keep in touch with them back there. I still keep in touch with a few close friends.
How did they relate to your decision?
Yeah, so I think they're really proud of me. It's nice. Whenever I come back, they always show their support. Oh, it's amazing that you moved to Israel, that you made the first step, and we hope to join you soon.
The Israeli staff at Shaalavim see this program as an important challenge, but also a special opportunity. As Israelis, we tend to think that Judaism is mainly here, and in America and all over the world there's something else, but it's small. While the truth is that diaspora Jewry is very significant, and our Israeli students learn about that. They leave their country, their home, their family. We're here for them. I admire and salute their strength and independence.
את החוזק שלהם, את העצמאות שלהם.
It's like teaching a kindergarten child how to read and write from scratch. You see how they accumulate knowledge, experience, Israeli culture, and spirituality. It's amazing to see their achievements.
והם מגיעים להישגים מאוד מאוד יפים, זה פשוט תענוג.
While many programs bring visitors to encounter Israel through a few tours, maybe even a number of restaurants, our visitors here are experiencing Israel for real, with exams, homework, challenges, and achievements.
I think there are people that come to Israel looking for an experience and looking for something to knock them over the head, and they'll be knocked out by Zionism, and I don't think that's real life though. And I think this is connecting the boys and the students to real life in Israel. Day to day, mundane, as you said, tests and homework and learning the language, and I'm upset with my roommate, or I had a problem with my teacher, or I'm not doing well in the subject, and I have to manage that, and I have to monitor that, I have to find a place for Shabbat, I have to be independent, I have to be responsible. I think they really do. I don't think it's an easy program. I think it's a program, however, that they can gain a lot from. Both personally, interpersonally, and as being part of Israel and as a strong Jew.
And how did the families abroad deal with the fears and concerns, especially during the past few months? The students do spend more time answering phone calls and re-emphasizing what pushed them to make the decision to spend these important years here in Israel.
The parents are overseas. And students here, with the Israeli students, they go home, their parents take care of them, they make whatever decisions they make. The parents of our students, Naale students, they hear from the boys what's going on, they hear from me, and they hear from the news, which is not always so pro-Israel and make things seem so okay. But we try to show them to keep things calm and to keep things going well, and to show the students and their parents that life here is really not upside down or difficult, extremely difficult. You always have to be careful. That's true wherever you live around the world. So today you have to be maybe just a little bit more careful.
I said to myself, you know, I'm doing something good for myself. I think that this is the place to be. We shouldn't show that, even though there are tense times now, we should show that we're powerful, and we're the Jews, we're the people of this country, and we shouldn't be afraid.
To be honest, in retrospect, I think it's the best thing I've actually done, because my whole life I've always wanted to live in Israel, and I've personally, emotionally, socially, academically, I think I've built myself pretty well. I've learned a lot of things, and I don't think this is the best place to be for a Jew, and also for a young Jew who has dreams of doing good for the Jewish community. You can't do it in any better place in Israel.